Am I the only one really excited for SummerSlam after tonight's Raw? Welcome to another edition of Main Event Wrestling. I am, as always, your host, Mr. Main Event Wrestling. And today we are going to start off with a question from Victor Baker on Facebook. He asks, what is your take on TMZ reporting that Spike TV is not going to renew TNA's TV deal? And then today it comes out that the negotiations are ongoing. And he also asks if TNA is dead if they don't have a TV deal in the U.S. Yeah, that's big news that came out last night, that supposedly Spike is not going to renew TNA's TV deal. And that could be really bad for TNA because that's where they're getting the money to pay contracts and everything, because they are, I guess, at least from house show pictures and bad buy rates on pay-per-views, that they're not making money in that area. And if they don't have the money coming in from a TV deal to pay people, they can't pay people, they're bankrupt, they have no choice but to go away. And I don't root for that. Having options is good for talent. It makes WWE treat talent better so they don't go to TNA or anywhere else. But I just don't see another TV company taking on TNA when it's just got such a bad reputation. It's just like WCW back in the day. It's a brand people will not want to touch. And I hope that answered your question thoroughly. And then on to Raw. Raw was a good show. Raw opened up with Cena, and he cut a really good promo on Lesnar, put Lesnar over really good. Then Paul Heyman came out and was talking about how Cena was going to get destroyed by Lesnar, and then Cena breaks into serious, angry Cena mode and cuts an extremely passionate and good promo, and it sounded like Cena was on the brink of fucking tears. That's how good it was. Everyone who says Cena can't cut a promo is more wrong than the people who say he can't wrestle, because Cena can cut a promo whenever he wants. If he wants to be serious, he can cut the promo of the night any night that CM Punk isn't there. And then Cesaro comes out to defend Heyman, because even though he's not a Heyman guy anymore, Heyman's still his friend. And they have a match, and they have a really good match, and Cena gets the win because Cena's not going to lose leading up to fighting Brock Lesnar. That's just not going to happen. And then what else happened on the show? Bo Dallas. He lost his winning streak, which was earlier than I expected, and not to who I expected. He lost it to R-Truth. And then he proceeded to beat the hell out of R-Truth. Yeah, Bo leave. Still Bo leaving. Gotta believe, because Bo Dallas is a great character to me. He's a fantastic character. It's just awesome to see him just going out there all positive, and it's funny. It'd be really funny if they let him make a TNA joke. It really would, but that's not going to happen. Chris Jericho came out during a Stephanie and Triple H segment and dropped the famous no good, bottom feeding, trash bag hoe line that he always did back in 2000. And that was really cool to see those two out there, because those two just have so much chemistry when they're bickering back and forth. It's really funny. And Rollins and Jericho had a match set up through that, and that was a really good match that had just about everything you could ask for in a match. It had brawling, it had high flying, it had technical wrestling, and just as you thought Jericho was going to get a win with the code breaker, the Wyatts come out and beat the hell out of Jericho. And it was announced earlier that it is official, Wyatt and Jericho for SummerSlam. That's going to be a great in-ring story, because those two just are great at in-ring storytelling. And Randy Orton interfered in a match between Roman Reigns and Kane and just beat the hell out of Roman Reigns. Just mercilessly beat Roman Reigns down. And so it's looking like, as we thought, that's going to be a match for SummerSlam, which I think that'll be a good fight, because that's what that's going to be, is a fight, a knockdown, drag-out fight. No Dean Ambrose tonight, which is sad. I like Dean Ambrose, but it's still looking like they're going to do Ambrose and Rollins at SummerSlam, and it's supposedly going to be a gimmick match, which I think that'll just add to it, because I think those two will work with whatever gimmick they're given and just make the match 10,000 times better. And Raw closed with a Divas segment. It was Brie Bella and Stephanie, and Brie Bella basically blackmailed Stephanie by saying, "I'm not gonna press charges if you give in to my demands." Stephanie gave Nikki a raise. Stephanie gave Brie Bella her job back, and then after much prodding and going back and forth, Stephanie accepted a match with Brie Bella at SummerSlam, and then they brawled. And that's it for Raw, and I am really excited about SummerSlam so far, because it's looking like there's going to be no, quote, filler matches, because all these seem like they're going to be good matches. I think you're going to need to put a filler match in there, maybe a 6-man tag or something, because you can't have everything get the crowd into it, because they'll be burnt out by the end, and it will sound like the crowd is dead for Cena and Brock. But everything on the card so far seems to be good. Brie Bella and Stephanie, that'll be emotional and a good story. Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho, that'll be good and a good story and just good all around. Roman Reigns and Randy Orton, that'll be good all around, because both those guys are really good in the ring. John Cena and Brock Lesnar, obviously, they're going to just beat the hell out of each other for probably a half hour or more, and everyone's going to love seeing Cena get destroyed. And then Rollins and Ambrose, which is going to be match of the night. It's going to be match of the night. It's going to be match of the year. It's going to be just absolutely amazing, because those two are going to just tear the house down, tear the the Staples Center in LA just to shreds, and the roof is going to come off that place, because those two are going to go out there and be like, "Hey, let's steal the show. Let's take all the attention off of every other match, even though they're stars bigger than us, and let's steal this show." Because that's what up-and-coming stars like that should have the ambition to do. That's what they should do every night, is go out there and be like, let's steal the show from the people who are higher up on the card than us. Then we can be on the same level as them, and we'll be main eventing and stealing the show in the main events. And that is it for this week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment with questions, comment with ideas for new videos, for other videos, for subject-based videos. I will take into consideration all suggestions and probably do just about any that you ask. I'm not saying they'll all be right away, and like me on Facebook, and that'll be it. Thank you for all my listeners, and until next time, I will see you later.